The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hard. Crunch. Crunch.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Come on, D. Patrick. Protein Phil.
He'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Taken from just outside the 30. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. The first carry now. This is Johnson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Murray has the 1st down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Here we go.
In your face.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It's certainly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready, break. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you. Hey.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Matthews, the intended target.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the option.
On first down, it's Johnson. They juked him, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 16, Murray, open man, Butler complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Single. 85's coming. Watch him. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. You got motion man right there.
And that'll set him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 2nd down, here's Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
They'll come out in the pistol. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
50. Play it. Lock it.
Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Adam Thielen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Kimdichie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Talking about.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll start out, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second down, McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 70 in. Get in the way.
He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll go option to the short side. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Trophy winner Murray, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Brings up a third down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D.
They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now McKinnon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set, ready, 8, read. Line 54. I got you, pump. Chopper.
They'll set up to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman
with
the Eagles.
That's right. His name with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray.
Yeah. They took it to 10. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay.